In accordance with the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, this channel is not to be viewed by children under the age of 13. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey everybody, Dragon King Mark here, and welcome to a redo of part 1 of Let's Play AIrborne Kingdom. If you were here yesterday, you probably would have noticed why I deleted the original video. Simple. The original version was, well, the internet connection was so crappy I actually had to delete it. We lost most of the footage anyway. So, long story short, I already beat this game a while back, so I actually got New Game Plus. And here's basically what you can do. That over there on your left is your city center, your town center. If you can find the wonders in the base game, you can actually use them as your new town centers. Tranquil Gardens basically means that you can place down any building wherever you want without having to deal with like it being, disrupting to any houses. Useful. Nomad's Orrery reveals every location on the map. Also useful, very useful actually on New Game Plus. Great Library grants efficiency boosts for your kingdom. I'm guessing for literally everything. We're gonna use the Nomad's Orrery so we can use that. We can see everything. It'll make it a lot easier to go to. We're gonna go on normal. Let's begin. Gonna need Mike for this.
In a bygone age, a kingdom existed like no other. This kingdom did not anchor its power. This kingdom took to the skies. The AIrborne Kingdom traveled to every kingdom on the ground, sharing knowledge, culture, and tradition. Its great council guided the lands through a golden age. Yet, long before even our elders can remember, the AIrborne Kingdom vanished. The people sought to continue their harmony, but self-interest began to overrule. The land's 3 regions slowly isolated. Trade, travel, connections all unwound. Kingdoms contracted, and small settlements nearby were nearly wiped away. Bygone times turned to legend. But in the Tapestry, we found instructions. A blueprint to remake the technology of the ancients. A prophecy to restore the AIrborne Kingdom. There was but one belief we had wrong that day, though it proved vital. For such a finding was no chance at all.
So there's the story. We gotta rebuild the kingdom. Left off. All our painstaking efforts have succeeded. Our home flies, yet this is only the beginning. To truly rebuild the ancients' visions, we need to find every kingdom upon the lands and befriend them as common allies. We also need inhabitants to form our great council in this new empire. We should start with the kingdom of Rutula, not far from us, and the only kingdom we know. But first, we must build houses and find supplies. Let's begin. If you want to pause, use the L1 and R1 buttons to accelerate or pause the game. Like he said, we need to first build a path. It's these. Once we take care of that, accelerate time to make this a bit easier. People will basically live in the town center for a while until we build houses for them. Now, we need a hangar as well. Building and tilt. Any buildings must be connected to the town center via paths. These walkable platforms also act as sturdy connections between buildings. Housing blocks clump together in 2x2 squares, but that clump must also have some connection to a path. Later constructions may have similar clumping properties. When placing buildings, pay careful attention to tilt, as adding too much weight to one side or another will tip your kingdom, which may annoy your population and slow you down. Keep note of that. We're tilted onto one side slightly. These are the basic controls. Use X to select objects in game. Use the right analog stick to rotate the camera. Use the left to move your camera forward, left, back, and right. Click R3 to recenter your camera on the town center. And resources. You may be up in the skies, but you still need to gather resources from the ground. Your people can reach these resources with a hangar building. Hangars contain planes, which allow your people to fly to the ground and grab materials. A hangar should be one of the first buildings you construct. Once you have one, use X on that nearby forest and assign people to gather some wood for construction. Right. We're currently in the process of building the hangar. On the top of the bar, you can see the amount of people that have joined you. On the left is the number, and on the right is the number of housing blocks. Each person requires one housing block. Inhabitants with no specifically assigned tasks will build any available construction. If there is no available construction and they are not assigned to work, they'll show up in the idle worker count next to the housing numbers. Try building some housing blocks with your inhabitants now. Well, we were already doing that. We can get about 2 things per, you can get 2 wood. Let's move this a little bit closer. Oh. No. No. I said closer, not? There we go. Unlike other kingdoms, your kingdom can move. Simply press X anywhere on the land and you'll start moving in that direction. Being on more has its advantages. You can get closer to resources that would otherwise be too far away. The closer you are to a resource, the faster you'll gather it. This is why we need to move this place a little bit closer to the forest. The closer they are, the faster we'll be able to gather the resources. And we'll be able to start building things now. Okay. Now, you can see here, well, first off, the Nomad's already looks freaking good, but you can see here that we kind of need, it kind of tilts. Researching new buildings. Construction of a flying platform is hard. Beyond basic and storage buildings, you must research any new constructions at an academy, so that they may work in the skies. Your people don't have many ideas for buildings yet, but an adobe kiln will be a useful addition, so that you can transform clay into adobe bricks. Create an academy and start researching an adobe kiln. We've got 7. We need 2 more houses. Alright. Now everyone has a house. You need to make sure you have buildings. And as you can see, we're jubilant now. That's basically your happiness meter. It goes from angry to upset to mediocre to satisfied and jubilant. Keeping that up is easy. The rest of the thing is going to be difficult. Now, we need 5 people to work this. When these people are done, we'll have them gather all the wood we can. Is that... I'll be damned. Recruiting more people. For your kingdom to thrive, you must always look for more people to join. Potential migrants can be found in small settlements. They look at the happiness of your current inhabitants to judge whether they'd like to join. You can see the average satisfaction level of your people on top bar. Use the directional pad to navigate the bar to see more specifics, including what might cause displeasures. Keep in mind, you're gonna need this. Let's strip this forest will grow back, thankfully. You can kind of clearly see that we planted some more trees, so they'll grow back later. Good for us, honestly. And that's everyone. Oh. We're full on resources, actually, so... Build. Academy. Yeah, we're still moving. If you want to pause the game, pause it. Let's build an academy here. That'll work. If you want to accelerate your speed at which you can build an academy, just go ahead and grab some more people and also build a second. Academy built. Now that we build an academy, you could start researching new technology. Researching how we take ground technology and adapt it for the skies. Now the adobe kiln will take about 2 hours. Let's take care of it. But first, we near a squat clump of houses in the arid lands. Some may be tired of harsh work and may wish to join us for a change in their lives. For settlers in any age are known to be as hard as the land that they walk across. From the Tales of the Old Settlers by Mulub, the second chronicler. You seek migrants to join our council. Some are curious, but they want assurance that they'd be leaving for a happier home. Marching on the dust, shifting with the sands, tolling in the dry heat beds. That always on their own work and never owing to anyone else. Tales of the Old Settlers by Mulub. We got 3 people. Let's build some more houses. As you can actually see, you can clump them together. Useful, honestly. We got 12 now. Now... we're gonna need a bit more room here. Let's pop some room here, and adobe kilns are researched. This transforms clays into adobe bricks. Workers don't like living near the adobe kiln because of the fumes. Now, let's get the housing blocks up to 2 stories. So, why exactly did I need to build this adobe kiln? Look. Oof. There should have been a ruin here last time I played this game. Building place speed. With each building you construct, drag is added to your kingdom, which slows down your movement speed. Get your speed back up, you need to create propulsion buildings. You're continually using resources like coal, food, and water. The faster you travel, the less time it takes to get places. The fewer resources you lose along the way. Build enough propulsion to get close to your max speed, or upgrade the town center to go even faster. Your people do not like living next to certain buildings, like the one you just finished researching. These are indicated with a red radius while you're placing them. Pay careful attention to when you're placing these buildings so that you are far away from any housing. You can also move any buildings by selecting the building and selecting the move icon. This can be helpful if you have placed a dirty building near housing blocks or want to rebalance your kingdom if it's too tilted. Oh yeah, we have got to tilt this thing back. Okay, let's see. No. It is tempting, honestly. Yeah, that'll work. Panel bullet hover. Use the directional pad to move along the top bar and show information panels with more insights into your kingdom. Some of these panels contain bulleted lists where you can select as a shortcut. Your inhabitants drop-down, for example, contains a list of all their workers' current tasks. Highlighting a bullet will highlight their workplace, and selecting a bullet selects that workplace. Use these shortcuts to understand where your inhabitants are and what they're doing. Now, Let's go ahead and get some storage up and running. Okay. Wait, did I put a food silo? Yeah, food silo is for wood. Pop a warehouse here. Lift. Oh, we are near the thing. Your town center can only lift so much weight. In order to expand your kingdom, you must place buildings that generate lift. Carefully place your lift buildings to keep your kingdom in balance. Note that while other buildings pull their side of the kingdom down, lift buildings will push their side up. Keep that in mind. Okay, we got more warehouse space. We got more food storage. Oh god, we need water. We need water. And as you can see, it's nighttime. Water, 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 what? What the? The fields of Agramas. This is not what we intended. We were gonna try getting the other place. Agramas is surrounded by tilted land, though the fields sit withered and untended. We may seek audience with their queen to understand their plight and encourage their allegiance to our cause. Surrounded by its few fields and water sources, its farmers work tirelessly, able to provide for its people, but only just. You speak to the queen, whose mind is troubled. The water tables underneath Agramas have stopped flowing, turning all nearby water brackish. Her crops, once the pride of the empire, can barely feed her own people. This underground water is churned by a pump built by the ancient AIrborne Kingdom at the foot of the flow. It may need repair, but any brave party she cannot cross the Barrens to find it. The Queen marks the pump's rumored location on our map. If we wish to ally and restore the Empire, we must prove to her that we can build and maintain as well as the ancients. The bereaved Queen held forth a goblet of water in her trembling arms, and spilled it upon the ground at our feet, a sickly red that gave stench to the room. From the journals of our travels by Malub, the second chronicler. We'll find the pump. Now here's the thing. If we had relics, that diamond icon, we could have gotten these. Fan, propeller, glass smelters, water condensers to get more wood, farms, a minaret, which provides fate. Average cost, average fuel, one worker average, repellers. We could also barter for resources if we need. We need water. What can we sell? We got a little food. If you're desperate, just sell resources, honestly. Kingdoms and allegiances. To recreate the legendary AIrborne Kingdom, you must ally with all 12 kingdoms throughout the lands. Before tasks to help them, as the old AIrborne Kingdom would have done, and remake the prosperity of the times of the ancients. Perhaps allying would get you something in return. To completely rebuild that glorious AIrborne Kingdom, you must have a population of 150 people, which will reform the Great Council. Only then will your task be truly complete. Now, let's head back to that place we were just at. We kind of need to boost up our resources gained anyway. So, we got the Kingdom of Agramas. There's the Florescent Ponds, a settlement over there, but there's the ancient well. So where the hell's the Kingdom of Rutula? No. That ain't it. Ah. See, the Nomad's orrery will be really helpful if you're curious as to figure out where the hell everything is. Okay. So what have I been doing? Well, I've been playing a lot of Horizon Forbidden West, let's be honest. I've also been wondering a bit more about the recent thing going on with the game. Like, some people have been complaining that the newer games have been kind of crapping out lately. Like, my friends kind of had a bricked PS4. Housing blocks can now stack up to 2 stories. Very useful. Let's see. As you can see, we can actually access more places now. We have more things now. But first... Oh, we could have also gotten this, too. Let's increase our max possible speed. Okay, that's enough. You don't need that to waste this anymore. Let's go over here and grab this ticket. Most of this game's going to just basically involve you being around here, just, building up your forces. Now, water tower. Where can we place it? Ah! Here will do. Now we've officially hit our limit on lift. So we really need to find we need to get more lift up. The Kingdom of Rutula could at least help us out with that. But it's all the way over there. I think we can make it. But we did promise to help out this kingdom over here. The fields of Alcamas. We do that and we're gonna be set. Let's at least keep up the food stockpile for a bit longer. Food storage is almost full. Okay, that's enough. We got enough food. And if you're also curious, you can just do that. Now we should be able to head to that summit over there and the ancient well. While we're also traveling, send some of your people also to take some stuff as well. It's gonna take a while, honestly. But if we can at least get some of the stuff for the adobe kiln, that'll at least keep our adobe up. The more adobe kiln we got, the better it will be for us. Plus, we also need to build our research up a bit more. You can see on the little square icon, well, where the square button is, that's where you're basically going to have to go and get your stuff. This is coal. Get it. Like, get a crap ton of it if you can. We're just passing through here, just getting some more clay. Since we're already near there, we'll have them get that coal deposit so we can keep going. I apologize for my throat. So yeah, recently some of the games like Elden Ring, Horizon Forbidden West, and other games have actually been crapping out PS4s. I think it's because of the recent patch that PlayStation revealed. I wish Town Center's been upgraded. Increase maximum possible speed by 10%. Now, let's increase the gather rate. It might seem weird for you guys, but trust me, it might help us. Now, about that housing block. Let me show you. We can now place housing blocks on top of each other. Or, yeah, we kind of need more lift. 4 workers stop gathering coal because we moved out of range. Our coal storage is full though. As tempted as I am that we need to go ahead and get more people, we kind of need... Well, we found that settlement. The ancient well should be right over here. There it is. Helping out opening up the ancient well will be helpful for all of us. Especially over here since this place has tons of water. We need to also get more of those relics too. So what are relics? See these temples? We send a worker there. We'll be able to get it, which will be useful for trading. The more stuff we get, the better it will be for all of us. Where the... Oh, right. Yeah, you're gonna want to wait until these guys are called back. Yep. And since we're right nearby, we send a worker to get that relic. We can use it for trade. 2 relics have been found. Useful. What we may have confused for a well is in fact the water pump we seek, though its mechanisms have long ago withered. With some brief study, our workers believe they can fix with some resources. We must find resources and send workers for the task. The water below seemed nigh incandescent, more vibrant than the waters of near Agramas, and a putrid stench that matched its strength of its color. Let's go. We send our workers with the supplies and wait nearby as we hope they can solve the problem. So, we gotta basically repair this pump. Check it out. You can clearly see them working on it. If these clouds would get out of the way. There we go. You can clearly see, like a little people there working on the pump. That's what I kind of like about this game. You can clearly see everyone working together. Yeah, we're running low on water again. I hope we get more people. And... Come on, come on. It's gonna take about 2 hours. Wow, we really should have gone to the research station first. And... Done. Our efforts have succeeded. The water pump works. The mechanisms grind and sputter, but start to turn. Soon the wind spins the pumps naturally. As we look out to the valley, we see red oases turn clear, sign that the water tables are flowing again. We must return to Agramas and speak with their queen, and see if our efforts have succeeded in rejuvenating their farms. The scholars and workers, for they were always one and the same, rejoiced at their success, spilling water in a sign of jubilation, for knowledge and effort was prized above all else. And, check it out. These little oases are now upgraded now. We can also use that because we kind of need some more water. We need to head to the kingdom of Rutula. Hello! Is that what I think it is? It looks like a village. Housing blocks can stack up to 2 stories, which is good, but we kinda need more help. We need to get more lift. If we're going to keep this kingdom afloat and not have it fall, we need more people. We're going to need more housing, but we need more lift. Let's at least focus on getting some resources first, then we'll go back to the kingdom. Now, where is that? No, it's a quartz mine. There. If you find any relic ruins, get them. You're gonna need the tech anyway. Before we head back to Agramas, we need to go and get that activated. Now, this will at least be helpful. We'll be able to get more planes. We'll be able to get more available planes, and we can increase the gather rate. Useful. Alright, our water storage has been full. There's a little village. Still too far. How do you increase the lift? I mean, we can increase the coal storage and we gain more resources, but this is mostly just speed. Resources, warehouses. We can increase the storage. We can also stack up the stacking up our resources. Here's the thing. You want to do this. You want to stack up your places because you're going to need this. Alright, 2 relics have been found. 2 more relics have been... Oh my god, this is Relic City. Hey, viewer. Yeah, I'm redoing the first episode of this Let's Play because, last episode was crud. Settlers by necessity are as hard and tireless. We're called our own home, just abandoned. The people here will have to uproot their lives soon, like we did. Trust me, getting more people here will be useful, but our water storage is almost full. Trust me, this will be very much needed soon. The Golden Grove. Oh wait, wrong way. 4 relics have been found. Okay, keep in mind. We can build the housing blocks, but we kind of need more lift. They'll have to hold off without homes until we can reach back to the Kingdom of Algramas. Way over there in the distance. So yeah, my friends kind of recently had a bad issue with their Elden Ring game. They're getting crapped out, and it's kind of been so bad that literally they're just like their whole thing crapped out. Like it's really sad, but I don't know. Found another small settlement. We'll keep this on the map for now, but we're gonna have to go back later. Oh. Resource gather rate has been increased by 50%. Good. Let's have them take less water. The less water we have to lose, the more water we can have. Yes, I know we don't have enough space. I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to work with this for a while. Here. Go and strip mine that forest. The more workers you send out, the faster resource gathering will go. Like, look at this. The more people you have idle, you can send them out to go ahead and get your stuff. And as you can clearly see, looks like the Kingdom of Algramas is going to go doing well. But while we're there, we got to get that equipment for the lift. I think we have a decent idea. But you can also get material. If you also want to go ahead and become self-sufficient and not have to rely on resources, you're going to have to go ahead and get some of the some research for the you're going to have to get resources from that you can be able to make your own resources that way, like water condenser. Gramas, come on. We need that lift. Fast. The Queen's smile beams to greet us. Her farms flourish once more, including new wild growths that spring nearby, which we can harvest for food. A few of our Algramas are so impressed that they wish to join our council. With the farms renewed, the Queen is convinced of our prophecy. She agrees to an allegiance. We must build a skyport to connect Algramas to the wider world. Recognition of our combined paths forward was a great special time for all, and we know we should hurry in this task. Constructing a skyport. It requires work, resources, and time, but we gladly give and wait for the construction to finish. Now, fan, propeller. Let's grab this, this. Ah, dang. Do we have? Nope. We must research. Figures. But we got the necessary components for that. Now, let's construct the skyport. And I think as you can see, yeah, right there. You can see it being built. Wish time could go faster. Now we have a nice support source of food. But the farm and water condenser is also going to be needed. Trust me. If you want to basically become self-sufficient, you're going to have to go ahead and get that too. Each of the kingdoms is going to be very difficult to actually get to. And you're going to want to go ahead and scour for resources to build more stuff. And more people too. Those settlements... Ah, there it is. Our workers completed the new skyport and now we have gained another ally. Our very first. We are now allied with the Fields of Agramas. With the skyport complete, Agramas is now connected to us and its neighbors. A great number of workers have also joined our cause. They offer to supply us one food every hour. Now that we are connected to the skies, it should be easy. We must find the other kingdoms and connect them as well. And all peoples will enjoy collective harmony. The prophecy will be complete. Upon sealing our allegiance, the locals tell us one last forgotten myth of the ancients and their knowledge. For the legends say the AIrborne Kingdom housed 3 distinct wonders atop its flying platform. Each wonder shone with splendor and endowed great knowledge and ability to its builders. Yet when the great capital disappeared, these wonders were lost as well. The tales say they were scattered to the winds and that their pieces lay among the lands. Perhaps in finding some of the lost parts we can rebuild these wonders. We gather every detail about their functions and rumored whereabouts. Keep in mind... Oh god, we're going to need a lot of lift. We're going to need a lot of lift. But while we're here now... Let's... Oh, that was fast. We can only have 7 people up here. Useful, but we also have enough coal storage. Okay, once this is done and we can sail for the water, let's grab the fan next. We need more lift. Housing block research. Less water per household. Yes, I know. Game. But as you can see, the little number up there went down. Okay. Where is... Over there. There's something I also want to show you guys if we can reach it. Should be... You can barely see it, but... Once we get that fan up and running, we can have the lift. And that'll be very helpful for us. The more lift we have, the more resources we can get. The more lift equals more space, which means more stuff we can add. Should be... Here it is. See this? Florescent Ponds. Materially, there was no benefit to swapping motifs on our kingdom. Yet some might call it fun. From instructing to literally by Malub. We have dyes. Fan researched. Now, let me see. We can increase our lift here. Buildings and motifs. You've just found some new building motif at an abandoned settlement. These dyes can let you customize your building colors. To choose a new motif, select the building and press the art icon. From there, you'll see all the dyes you've found so far. Selecting a dye immediately applies to all buildings. You can also choose to apply to type, which applies to that same motif to all buildings of that type, or apply to all, which makes every building take those colors. So what does that mean? Look. As you can see, we just changed our color. Okay, let's see. Heavy tilt. Ooh. Yeah. Remember when I said we're going to be a bit busy here? Well, that's what I meant. We've allied with the kingdom, with the Fields of Agramas. And I think we gotta go down south there to find the Kingdom of Rutula. Adobe Kiln does not work because it's missing clay. But check it out! We got more lift, which means we can finally have more people here. Trust me, you're going to want to go ahead and start building up your resources fast. Now, where was that forest? Ah, there. Let's go ahead and get that forest so we can get access to more food. Well, wood, actually. We kind of need it. So, what would be a better idea? Well, we need 30 wood to build another academy to increase our research rate. If we do that, we're going to be set for life. The faster research rate we get, the better it will be for everyone. Just trust me on this. We have people idle. Just need to build another research hut, then... Ew, maybe we should start working on getting more lifts from the sides. So inhabitants do not have homes. Yes, I know, game. I'm working on it. So yeah, people have been saying that Elden Ring's been choppy lately. But at least with these fans, we have this decent lift. Let's see about putting out path. So... yeah, when you're placing down something, you want to go ahead and make sure that it's... See, stacking up your houses is actually going to be very helpful here. Alright, we got people. Now, let's pop a second academy. Alright, the nearby forest has been taken. Increases lift by 25%. That's good. Let's increase our coal storage. I'd love to get more propulsion, but we kinda need that for later. Alright, where was the Kingdom of Rutula again? Settlers of the Gale. It's over there. Besides, with that extra resource rate, with that extra research station, we're going to be able to generate a bit more resources, research now. What were we researching? Oh yeah. See, having more academies will be helpful for us, but we also need to work on increasing our speed. Let's get an extra person for our crew. Keeping the game tilted on one side or another is difficult. Making sure that it actually stays one side or not is going to be a bit difficult as well. We need propulsion. To that end, I definitely think we can move a few places around. Or not. Maybe this is going to get a lot worse. Let's increase the paths a bit more. That's one thing done. Oh, I probably should have moved this a little bit more to the... Actually, can we move? Nope, we cannot. Well, we got this part at least taken care of. We kind of need it for the, you know, the propulsion. Dolby Kill, can I work this out? Clay? Yes, I know it's not a Clay game. Okay? But yeah, people have been saying that their, versions of Elden, like, their games have been breaking consoles lately, and I think it's because of the patch. I don't know. We got another die. No, we can actually do it like this. I forgot we can do that. It might seem a bit weird doing it like this, but trust me. Hello. Settlers of the Gale. A squat frame holds an ancient wind spinner. A small spinner has formed around it, though the spinner itself has been broken for some time. The wind spinner did not function, for the settlers knew not how it worked, but formed a settlement around the attached shelter. We could get some more people. Let's keep that in mind for later. Let's send a worker over there. And another settlement. And as you can see, the wonders of the Great Library, the Nomad's Orrery, and the Tranquil Gardens. We kind of already have all that. But, well, we have the Nomad's Orrery. Having a second one at least wouldn't be too bad. Ah, there it is. I think we can clearly see the Kingdom of Rutula over there. Oh, that's been a long episode today. It's always wise to get more people, but after seeing how much we get from the kingdoms, it's also a pretty good idea to actually hold off on getting more of our own. Now as for more lift. We kind of need to increase our coal storage. With this academy, we're at least going to be set for a while. I know you're out of clay, game, but we got more coal storage now. Let's... Let's decrease coal usage. I think the... God dang, I forgot the propeller. Hours. Now let's get the propeller. The faster we can get that one out, the faster we can get all stuff taken care of. There's settlement. Is that it? Yeah, there it is. The Kingdom of Rutula is usually your first thing you're gonna find. Believe me, it's a very great thing to have. Propellers have been researched. Let's decrease coal usage and then build this thing. Now, let's see. Let's place one here. Here. And... oh, let's see. No, game. Seriously, I can only have it up front? I better build a lift. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need some more help on this. We're gonna need something that at least help out with the propulsion. Well, lift more. But we did find the Kingdom of Rutula over here. Watch, when this thing's fully finished, we're gonna be speeding like crazy. Oh yeah, we're speedy, but we also are running out of coal. And we found the kingdom. To fulfill the prophecy, we must have the Rutula allied with us. The machines all the crowds and different audience with the queen. We may also engage our blueprints that we can combine with our own knowledge to make wondrous tech. Let's do that. We search for technologies in the depths of below Rutula. We must have to pay that. We must pay to have them excavated, and the work in the sky. We must research what we find further. But these will be a start. Rutulans, like many kingdoms we would learn from, have forgone the knowledge of the ancients. But many a scavenger would risk her neck to unearth a wreckage from our study, with the promise of a rare find. Check it out. Vertical rotor, sails. Let's grab them. They seek our assistance in an important task. The Queen tells that the great conservatory lies in ruin. If only we could find the resources and lend some of our workforce to help its reconstruction. Completing such requests is the first step to establish a kingdom's trust, and eventually reconnecting them together to establish the prophecy once more. The Queen and her retinue looked no more regal than her subjects, save for a tall golden leaf reaching high above her head. It was clear that our aid was meant to re-establish some grandeur to her stature. Let's rebuild it. We give the required materials and workers to reconstruct the conservatory. We must wait nearby for its completion. Okay, but before we do that, let's see. Where is it? Ah, here. Dang it. Can we make it? We can make it. Now we're rebuilding the great conservatory. Let's see. Get that coal. Now you can see that right here, we're actually rebuilding the conservatory. Should take more than a couple hours. And done. Conservatory's done. With our resources and labor, the conservatory is again whole. Upon seeing our efforts, a couple of locals join our cause, agreeing to take part in our great council. Yet the great conservatory is still withered, its grove rotted. The Queen asks us to find a sapling for the golden trees of Kaldar to replace their once bountiful gardens. The exact whereabouts of the trees are unknown, but their rumored location is marked on the map. We then understood the Queen's need for the conservatory, for its magnificent grove is a symbol of unity. The Rutulans would stand with any queen who would return to its glory. We are known as the Airborne Community. As our community grows, doubts and fears begin to form amongst the migrants of other kingdoms. How can we survive in the skies forever? Traditional believers in the light, the people are worried that we have lost its guidance, both physically and spiritually. They need their desires fulfilled. We must shine lights on all our paths to make our people feel safe when they walk in the skies. Or we can build centers of faith so that the light may guide them spiritually. These constructions will help provide our inhabitants' desires. We know neither of construction at the start of our journey, but surely other kings have ideas we can research to make in the skies. Now there comes the hard part. If we're going to be able to go ahead and get this, we need to get more people. Alright, let's get more of that coal. The more coal we got, the better it will be for all of us. The propeller's almost finished, but we got the sail. It's gonna be pricey, but we can research that once we're done with the propellers. The more coal we get, the better it will be for our people. And we won't have to worry about losing resources that faster. We need more planes, though. Okay. Our speed's down. We don't have any speed, so we should at least conserve food. Well, coal. But we're losing it so fast. But the more people we have, the faster resources we'll be able to gather. Like, look at this ticket. That faster gathering speed is going to be helpful. And pretty soon... Yep. Decrease coal usage. Let's decrease it a bit further. The less coal we use, the better. Let's send a worker over there. And... yeah, our coal is going down. Our coal usage is still going down. 4 relics have been found. Good. Now... there's the Tapestry room where we were. So where would that growth be? There's some ponds and it's one of forges, ancient ruins, Florescent Ponds, ancient well. Settlements, forge, settlements. Oh! There it is. It's right over there where the fields of Agronomas are. More inhabitants want to live near faith buildings. Well, we have a minaret. Minarets will provide faith, and we also need light. Well, at the very least, we'll be able to get that one soon. But I think it will be a good place to, this will be a good place to stop for here. We already did good! And so far, my connection is nice and stable after yesterday. We did good. We allied with a kingdom, we're about to ally with another one once we get them settled up. But this is a good start. Anyway, I'm Giant King Mark, and next time on Let's Play AIrborne Kingdom, we're gonna go and ally with the Rutulans, find their grove, and then find more people who can join us. Until then, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon to be notified. And I'll see all of you next time. Laters.